Black Ops 6 audio subscription explained. Inline service games, you can
I would like
easily,
to see this.
like in game, right?
Sure.
I would have to download Black Ops 6
I
really
would like
quick.
to see your screen so that
Oh,
I may understand what's going on.
in live service games, you can easily find microtransactions. Depending on the game, they allow you to unlock cosmetic skins or temporary
Hold
boost.
on.
But what about paid settings? Call of Duty Black Ops 6 shows that it's possible. The new feature is called Enhanced Headphone Mode and allows you to use third-party technology, embodies immersive spatial audio. This option increases the directional accuracy of sounds in games. However, in the free version, you have access only to an ordinary audio in-game profile. That I'm fucking furious. If you want to personalize the sound, you will have to pay a license for this feature. Cost $20 for 5 years. Undecided players can also start a free trial, which lasts 30 days. It seems that the price is not steep. I don't give a fuck if it was. So you're telling me you pay how much you pay for a Game Pass? I think you pay like fucking this is unfucking precedented. Why aren't more people talking about this? Black Ops 6 has an option to pay for better audio quality. That's pay to win. That is pay to fucking win. This came out 3 days ago. When did the fuck did they do this? So
Yeah, so that shit must be working. Unlike Call of Duty Black Ops 6 paid audio profiles.
Yo, dude, did you read?
What have you read?
I'm
So
really fucking mad. I'm really fucking mad.
What's the deal with this?
Apparently, from this article here and from the articles that I just read after that, there is a subscription-based thing that you can buy for 5 years. A license for the feature for $20 for 5 years. $20 for 5 years, and you get an enhanced spatial audio.
Wow. Okay, so basically, I know what that means, and that's actually bullshit. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So you know what spatial audio is, right?
I know exactly what spatial audio is, yeah.
So, all right, so I'm gonna put this into perspective for you. So the PlayStation 5 headset that I have specializes in 3D spatial audio, right? So when I'm playing video games, there are times where if an enemy is behind me, I hear it behind me. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like it's legitimately behind me. What this means is the base quote unquote audio profile is going to be possibly the normal way, how it's been thus far. And when you purchase this other one, it's probably going to sound way better, which is absolutely bullshit. That's actually bullshit. That's so like, and then it's like, oh yeah, how much was it for the 5 years?
It was $20.
Okay, look, $20 for 5 years is a steal, but not for audio. You know what I mean? Like that's a really stupid thing.
All right. Let me put this into perspective for you, right?
Waiting.
Relatively speaking, let's say Black Ops 6 is like the highest tier for Black Ops 6 is $99, right?
Right.
Then Xbox Game Pass is like relatively $20. You just get the base game, I believe, for Xbox Game Pass. You just get the base game, right? So
yes, you just get the base game. That is correct.
So let's just say for reference, like let's just say a whale is buying the game, like a whale is buying the game, right?
When you say whale, you mean like a person who like puts thousands of dollars in the game, correct?
Redo it. Yeah, thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
into the game.
I get that.
Something is playing in
I
the
know.
background.
I'm sorry. I had to clarify that because my dumb brain was like, a whale? You mean a blue whale? You know, just being an asshole. So.
Like, let's say, for instance, right, Black Ops 6, $99, right? Follow me here?
Correct.
Right? Then let's say, for reference, that Xbox Game Pass is $20. Like, if like a whale's buying this, $20 a month, right?
Correct.
20 times 12 is 240, right? So, like, relatively, they're paying $240 a year for Game Pass. This is a whale. This is somebody that was like, I'm not going to wait for the fucking game.
Right.
I'm gonna get early access. I'm gonna pay for the whole shebang, $100, then $240, and that's if there isn't a tier that's above $99. But I believe $99 for Black Ops that was what the highest level was. It could be
I'm
more.
honestly not sure right now.
Then the audio subscription is, we're not even gonna add up the 5 years. We're just gonna say that it's $20 because it's a 5-year subscription, right? All right, cool. Let's get the calculator out because I'm not gonna do this math.
But wait, hold on. Why would you be buying the Vault Edition if you have Game Pass and you're getting the base game?
Because then you get the early access.
Okay. For those of you need to understand, the game is currently out. There's no early access anymore.
No. I'm just saying a whale was buying this, so I'm just
Right.
looking at the highest prices for everything. Highest
Yeah,
prices.
but the whale would have would have already had Game Pass, and two, if they were gonna buy the game outright, they would have bought the game outright regardless.
Yeah, they would have bought the game outright, and they would have probably played it early.
Not everybody does.
Not everybody. I'm saying this is like a mega whale. This is like somebody that's like, I gotta have it now.
For example, a streamer who this is their whole life.
Yep. Or even just an asshole. You know? All right. So 99 plus 240 plus $20 is $359. $359. That means that for early access for a mega whale, they would have effectively played, to start off, $359 fucking dollars for this game. This game is not worth my weight in shit.
I think that your calculations are still off.
How?
Because I want you to put this in perspective.
Okay, Boyo, let's just say, for instance, that they just bought the game outright and didn't do the early access. It's only $30 difference.
Okay, I want you to put this into perspective. Let's say there's a person who does not have Game Pass. They buy the Vault Edition of the game, $99, comes out to $100 and something dollars.
It's $110. It's $119 then.
Okay.
I'm super fucking bad at math. So let's say 99
plus
plus $20, right? What's that?
119.
That 119. That means that somebody, I'm telling you right now, somebody out there has paid $359, $360 for this game. And if you're saying, all right, well, they wouldn't have Game Pass, they wouldn't, like I said.
I want you to put it into perspective. Wow, English was hard. I want you to put this into perspective. Let's say there's a person who doesn't currently have Game Pass, right? They're like, damn, I want to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I can't afford $70 to $100 right now. So I'm going to pay the $20 this month for Game Pass and play this game for a month. And if I decide to continue with Game Pass after that, it's my decision. Effectively,
that's not my
there
issue
are
here.
some people. Wait, hold on. Effectively, there are some people who have only paid $20 to $30 to play Black Ops 6.
And they are at a disadvantage. And they are at a
They
disadvantage.
are technically at
a disadvantage to the person
compared
that played
to anybody
C360.
who plays the extra. No, they're at a disadvantage to anybody who pays the extra $20 for the audio. Not a disadvantage to anybody who pays the $360.
No, yes, they are, because they're not playing. They didn't play early. They didn't get to catch up on the
You don't
the
have to pay.
skins.
You don't. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
My point is.
Oh my god.
My point
I just started the game 2 days late. Oh my god. Yeah.
My point
Day
is.
one, there was already people who had full thing.
My point is you're making it so much more harder for the average consumer, for just the player for just the player that isn't fucking stacked with bread to play a fucking game like this and be at a level that they would want to be at. You're making it so that the person with more money is gonna be set better than the person without, and that's not what the fuck gaming was or is or shouldn't be. $20, $20 fucking dollars for a subscription.
I think you're missing the problem here, though.
The problem is it's a subscription.
Not about how much. No, it's not about I can put in $20 right now and buy Game Pass, right? And I say I don't have Game Pass. I pay 20 something dollars, right, for Game Pass. I start Black Ops 6. I have nothing. There's another person out there. Wait, shut up. Let me talk. Let me explain to you why. This is why I'm saying. There's another person out there who paid $360 whatever dollars for Game Pass, for Black Ops 6 fucking Vault Edition and the audio shit, right? You ready for this? That person can be so ass at the game, I will still dwarf them in levels. I will still get all the camos before them. I will still get all the guns before them. Why? Because they just put in more money into the game, but they suck. I as a better player, can pay $25 and be leagues ahead of them. This is what you're not understanding. The
That's
actual problem isn't how much money you're paying. It's the fact that they felt the need to say, okay, here's an extra a bit of money that you can pay to have quote unquote premium spatial audio. That's the problem. It's not about, oh, this is how much money I put in for the year to play one game. Because it's not just one game if you have Game Pass. You have a whole slew of hundreds of something games that you can play. The problem is that when they say, oh, here's $100 game, pay us an extra $20 and you'll hear things better, that's the problem.
that's my argument. You're making it for $20 more, you can get the edge on someone that you're on the same level as.
Okay, but hold on. I want you to also think about this. Let's say you spent the $20 on Game Pass. You spent the $20 on the audio BS. The Game Pass is month to month to month. The audio is gonna last for 5 years, meaning for the next 4 Call of Duty games, you're most likely gonna have the same fucking audio shit because you're gonna have the subscription. So
Yeah,
in
but
reality,
it's a same thing. Hold on.
in
Same thing with
reality,
Black Ops. Same thing with Game Pass. Game Pass at its max price is $20. You're paying $20 a month. That game goes from $20 the first month to $240 in the year. And let's say,
but if that's not the only game that I'm playing, if that's not the only game that I'm playing on Game Pass gives you by far gives you the most bang for your buck.
Game Pass, I don't have a problem with because it gives me games that I
Because
wouldn't.
it's actually
It gives me games
it
that I
gives me
wouldn't
games I
other
do
game
not wanna buy.
buy. Yeah, and I could try them, and I understand that. I see the value. I don't see the
It gives me
value.
games I do not
I
wanna
don't
buy.
see. I don't exactly. Or that I would be like, I could try this, but you know what I mean. But
Right.
but the audio fucking bullshit of
That's the
20.
problem.
It is the $20. You're and it's third party. You're telling people, hey. You want to get the edge? You want to get the edge? You want to get another hit?
And
Here's
this is the funny
pay us
thing.
$20 and we'll give you the hit. We'll give you the hit.
This is the funny thing that I'm gonna say this and you're gonna actually agree with me, and I'm gonna tell you why. What's gonna happen in 2-3 years when they say, "Oh, we're getting rid of this service because nobody bought it"? So that means everybody who purchased it, you're not getting your full 5 years worth.
You're not getting your full 5 years worth, and you're not getting you're not getting your refund.
In that case, if that happens, then there's a real extra problem on top of it. But what else you need to understand is $20 for anything for 5 years really is a steal, except for when it comes to something like this, which is a fucking audio profile.
It gets
Audio?
me. It gets me so mad.
I have to pay $20 to hear, like not just to, not obviously not to hear the whole game, right? I have to pay $20 extra so that I can hear things better.
Bro, I'm so fucking pissed.
And I bet you,
I bet
you, I promise you right now, Mark, I bet you there is not that much difference.
It's a feature that comes native. It's a feature that comes native to certain headphones, and you're locking it through a paywall, through a subscription. That's like selling me a car and telling me the fucking engine costs more. Is an additional fucking subscription to use the engine. Oh, pay $20 a month and your fucking car will start. Don't pay $20 and your fucking car won't start. Where's the fucking soul in this? Because the kids that go in there and they play this and they love these fucking games.
They're never gonna know about that though. They're never gonna care about something like that because they don't have the money.
That's not it. You said the same thing about VC. Kids never know about microtransactions. They don't know about any of that bullshit. No, it's bullshit. They're gonna go to their fucking parents and be like, "Hey, mom. Hey, dad. Hey, dads. Hey, moms. Whatever your fucking parental figure is, and be like, "Hey,
Oh, I need $20 to
I
buy
need I
something.
need
Okay,
$20 to
here
buy
you go,
something.
son.
Okay, here you go. Can I use your card? Okay,
Okay,
cool, yeah."
at least, but I
And
want
then
you to consider this.
fucking 5 years down the line,
They could
let
have been charging $20 for 1 year, and then that means if you wanted 5 years, you had to pay $120 instead.
why it just doesn't. Why the fuck is not people not talking about
I mean,
this?
$100 instead. Wow, my math. That's the thing. That's the thing, Mark. That's the thing, Mark.
It just seems so
Me,
backstabby. I can't.
me.
I can't
This
fucking play
doesn't.
this. I
This.
can't fucking
Hold
do
on.
this.
Hold on. This doesn't bother me because this doesn't affect me at all because I don't care enough
I understand.
about
I understand that, but
audio in a video game that is like, oh wow, I can hear one extra step. Oh my god.
yo, well, guess there's like, what this makes me uncomfortable because let's say this turns into, let's say people buy this shit and go, wow, I could hear everything, the sound design. This is these are things that you like partner with other companies that do this, right?
Yep.
You partner and then you partner with them to use that into your engine, to implement that into your engine, into your game, and you funnel the cost into the game. And if your argument is going to be, well, they're on Game Pass, you could just pay $10 a month. $10 only gives you the added to the fucking, just gives you added to Game Pass. It doesn't give you the live either.
Yes, it does.
No, that's just core. $20 gives you Game Pass Ultimate, allows you to play on PC, and gives you the
And
fucking
console.
and console. Yeah.
Ultimate's for PC and console. If you just get it for PC, you can play it online. What are you talking about? I don't have an Xbox console. It doesn't. I'm not paying for Game Pass Ultimate.
You're paying the $10 a month one.
Yes, because I have only PC. I don't have an Xbox.
I'm saying this for like Xbox players.
Okay,
And
there's
the
a version of Game Pass that is
and the
only
and the
for
and the
console.
and the thing is too,
Mark, you understand that there's a version of Game Pass that's only for console as well, right?
yes, that's core. You don't get live with that.
Yes, you do.
No, I remember reading it and you didn't get live for it. Whatever the case, that doesn't matter. There, I feel that, and don't shoot the messenger here. That the most whales, the people that will pay the 360 for this bullshit, are PS players.
No, I don't agree with that.
I feel like PlayStation players make it easier. Like PlayStation, I'm talking about just the PlayStation only players, the people that only play PlayStation 5. That they don't have a fucking, they don't want to build PCs. They just want to be in PS. Just want to be in the Sony ecosystem. That's all they give a fuck about. They're not willing to explore anything else. These are the people that only play PlayStation. They make it easy for shit like this. Cause they'll put the fucking money for this.
No,
They'll
not
flip
everybody
they'll
will.
flip the fucking bill for this.
Nope, no, they won't.
This is
Most
fucking
sensible
egregious.
people, most sensible people would not pay $20 extra to hear better in
That's the
one
thing.
game.
That's the thing. The sensible people. The sensible people, Boyito. This is
My
not.
nigga, you don't know
This
how to
is.
read?
This is
Like, I
not
don't
that.
understand. Fucking idiots, bro.
What are your final thoughts on this?
My final thoughts on this are it does not affect me. If they want to charge $20 extra for audio, that's on them. But when they lose most of their business eventually, they're not going to because Call of Duty sells. That's on them. I don't care. This doesn't affect me. I have Game Pass. I will be playing through Game Pass. I will not be buying any bundles. I will not be paying any $20 extra for 5 fucking years of better audio. That is not happening. This does not affect me. I don't give a shit. And whoever pays the 20 extra dollars either has it like that or is a fucking idiot or both.
But what happens when this $20 spills into other games?
I'm still not gonna pay the 20 extra dollars
No,
for
I
other
under
games.
I understand that, but I'm saying what happens when this becomes industry standard? That's my line of thinking. What happens when this shit, when other companies? That's my final fucking thoughts.
When nobody buys this shit except for the whales,
That's the
they're not
problem.
gonna make any money
That's the problem.
off of it.
You only need a couple whales to buy the shit.
Not really.
Yes, you only it's three
If
hundred
it's
and sixty
if
dollars at
it's
its max. At its max,
Mark,
$360.
Mark, not all whales are gonna be buying Game Pass.
No, yes, that's what a whale is. They'll buy it all. They will fucking buy it all. And when they buy it all, and then their argument is don't be broke, I'm gonna be like, hold my fucking nuts. This is ridiculous.
I mean, don't be broke. It's simple. Like, wow, you can't afford the extra $20 for better audio. Sucks to be you. Like, meanwhile, they're paying 20 extra dollars to hear one extra step. Like,
The thing is I would have to see a full audio profile between waveform, like active
I would need to
noise.
see the
I need to,
differences.
yes, I would need to see it to be like, I still feel like they're cheating. You know,
Is there
I
anybody?
feel
Is
like
there
it's gonna give
anybody
you
online?
nothing.
Is there anybody online who has bought the shit and can say, "Hey, this is what it sounds like"?
Go into the comments below. In the comments below, fucking tell us if you have heard this shit and it's made a difference for you, and you're not a whale. Let me not say that. Let me not say that you're a whale. I apologize. It's not that I'm saying that. I'm using the term as like this is a bullshit thing that they're using people to buy more stuff. And those people that buy the more stuff who are arrogant to say that people are less fortunate than them to be able to purchase something that would enhance their quality of what they're doing or playing or just overall.
I think at the end of the day, because this doesn't affect me, I don't care enough.
But
I don't care enough.
my argument is it's just a slippery slope to it's just a slippery slope until this becomes industry standard and it does affect us. Monster Hunter, you have to pay DLC for the 15th weapon.
They would never do that though.
But
That's you're comparing two
you
companies
hey no no
who
no no
have
no no no
some,
no no
whoa,
no
whoa,
no
whoa,
no
whoa, whoa,
no no
whoa.
hold on
You're
no 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 no
comparing
no
two
no no no
companies who
no
have two
10
very different sets of values.
15 years ago 15 years ago, would you have said that Call of Duty would have forced us to pay $20 extra for audio profile for a subscription for 5 years?
If somebody brought that up, I would.
They would have did pay
Let
to
me
win
speak.
for skins. Or they would have made us buy
Listen.
skins. No.
Okay, hold on. Let me speak. If 15 years ago you would have told me, "Oh, they're gonna start charging us an arm and a leg for everything," I would be like, "Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They're gonna nickel and dime us for every fucking thing eventually." Because
Polio,
it
don't do that.
started already 15 years ago. Yes, yes. 15. What was 15 years ago? 2009.
Sure. No,
2009,
it
right?
was not 2000.
Mark,
It was
you sure
not
about that?
2000. Yeah, it was 2009.
In 2009, we already had something called DLC. If you would have told me back then in 2009, eventually they're going to start nickel and diming us for all this content when they start making certain things, certain games free to play, and then they're going to make us pay 20, $30 for skins, I would be like, yeah, guess what? CS:GO did it for how long? It's like $100 for a knife skin, a
Okay.
fucking knife.
Okay. So
I would not have been surprised.
okay.
This
So
doesn't surprise me. Activision doesn't surprise me. If Bungie was still under Activision, guess what? They would have been still nickel and diming us for every little fucking thing. Doesn't surprise me. It's not a surprise. It's not nothing new.
I'm not gonna do this, Polo. I'm not gonna buy into this.
You don't have to. This is not for you to buy into. It's for the average fucking idiot.
Like the thing is
I
like
almost I almost did, but
the thing is DLC like DLC. I was like, all right, whatever, but DLC comes with a promise. It comes with the promise that they
mm,
were working on something
mm,
later on after
nah,
development. Like okay, like for
no,
it,
no, 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 no,
like
no, no,
for
no, 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 no.
hold
That's where
on,
you're wrong.
hold
That's where
on,
you're
hold
wrong.
on,
That's where
hold
you're
on,
wrong. That's
hold on.
where you're wrong. Do you know how many games have come out that have cut content and sold it for DLC? Do
Yeah,
you
I
know how
know,
many games have done that?
I know,
Okay,
I know, I know, I know. I understand that. I understand that. But I also think that some okay in terms of like Elden Ring, right? That DLC wasn't planned until after the success of Elden Ring,
okay.
and it was like along the lines of like, hey, we got
And what, it came what, 2 years later?
yeah, it came a while after, and they were like, hey, we got a lot of fucking money from this game. You guys really loved it. We're gonna work on something to enhance the lore, the quality of the game, and that comes in the realm of paid DLC. And that DLC will
Okay.
give you an entirely different map for you to fight bosses in. And I felt that From Software, hear me out, even though DLC is kind of like that too. I felt that From Software did this in the action of like, you guys really like this. Here's a morsel for whatever.
Here's no,
Yeah,
not even here's a morsel. Okay, you enjoyed the experience. We made a full game, and you gave us game of the year. You not only gave us game of the year, but we made hella bank. So yes, we're gonna charge you $40 extra, but you're basically getting a second game.
yeah, yeah. Before whatever next From
Monster
Software.
Hunter does the same thing,
Yeah, they
but see,
develop their DLCs. They develop their DLCs in the interim of their game's release, and
no,
depending,
they are already probably in planning stages for DLC.
yeah, yeah. But it's still the thing is DLCs are works in progress after the release of the game. But in certain situations, when gaming companies already develop their DLC during the fucking launch of their game, that's a little fucking suspect. Like that's weird. Like you were always
Nah,
planning to
if
do a deal.
okay,
Like
hold on.
there are shitty games that have
Let me give you an
DLC.
example.
There are
Let
shitty
me give
games
you an
that have
example.
DLC.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
are
yeah.
shitty games that
Let me
have
give you
DLC.
an example. Let me give you an example of a game that had DLC confirmed before the game even dropped, and we still got a complete experience before the DLC even dropped. Spider-Man PS4. We knew about DLC for Spider-Man PS4 before the release date.
Sony's toxic.
And
What
when
the
you
fuck you want me to tell you?
hold on, hold on. When you played the base game of Spider-Man 4, I mean, Spider-Man PS4, did it or did it not feel like a complete experience from beginning to end? And when the DLC eventually came out, it felt like an added extra bit to the game that just added on to the experience.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with
I
that.
asked you a question.
I said I agree with you. I said it felt like a full experience, and the DLC
Okay,
just felt like an added to that.
now I want you to put this into perspective. You have Call of Duty, $100, right? $100 for Call of Duty. You have seasons that come out and a battle that are free content and paid battle pass. One second. How you doing? So I want you to put this into perspective. Call of Duty, $100. Seasons come out. We're gonna get what, 5, 6 seasons for this game. Each season costs what, $10 to $15,
I
right?
could give a fuck.
Hold on, hold on. Let's say I am here and I say, okay, I'm gonna drop the $70 on the base game. I'm gonna drop, and then probably you probably get the first season with that, right? That's usually how they do things. Usually. Now, could they be like, no, you still gotta buy it separate? Of course they could be. I don't know right now. And then You have $10 bundles, $15 bundles, $20 bundles, $30 bundles
For
of
skins, man.
skins and weapons. Now, the problem that I have is there was a point in time in Call of Duty where you would pay the 60 for $70, and the only time you had to pay more was when they decided to release map packs. And each map pack will come with what, like four maps? And it was like $10. And my problem is when everything started to go free to play, everybody realized, oh, we have a free game. How are we going to make any money? I guess we're going to have to sell bundles to the average idiot. Call of Duty took that further. It's a paid game with free content updates, a paid battle pass, and if you want any of the good skins, you gotta pay more. And arguably, that is the worst version of quote unquote paid content. By far, that is the worst version of paid content. I would rather a free game with $20 skins.
The thing is I understand that these companies have to make money,
How you doing?
and I understand that they have to be they have to want to be lucrative.
You too.
But I don't want to feel like I'm getting buff fucked.
Let me explain you something.
I
When
don't
I play
want to feel like I'm
when
getting fucked,
when
bro. Go on you.
when I play Fortnite, when I play Fortnite,
You don't feel like you're getting fucked, and they're lucrative.
I do not feel like paying $15 to $20 for a skin is that bad of a deal, considering the game is a free to play game in which every bit of content is free to play.
That I
Call
don't
of Duty,
I don't
Call of
understand.
Duty is a paid game that still nickels and dimes you. And you compare that to Monster Hunter. I'm going to compare this to both World
Oh my
and
god,
Rise.
yo, that's so true.
Let me explain to you something.
Yo,
Let me explain to you something with World and Rise real quick. You pay the $70 or the $100 for the highest tier. And what do you get from the highest tier? You get the pre-order bonuses if you have pre-ordered the game. You get a layered skin. You have in Wilds, you have access to what is like two or three like cosmetic packs that are releasing at a later date. You get access to the base game. And then what happens once you finish the base game, Mark? You get a year of free updates, new armors, new monsters, new weapons, new mechanics sometimes. And then what happens a year and a half later? Here's another paid DLC. But at the same time, Capcom does charge you for other layered armors and weapons and voices and cat and dog skins and Rise. But they are all cosmetic only. They have no effect on the actual game. Call of Duty will charge you $20 to $30 for a skin and weapons. And if you don't have that weapon currently unlocked, you now are able to use that weapon because of the bundle. That is so much worse than what Capcom does, which is okay, here, you get a fucking full experience. Guess what? Not only did you get a full experience, your full experience extends into the rest of the year. Oh, the year's over. Guess what? We got a DLC coming out. Oh, guess what? You finished the DLC, here's another year of free content. And the thing is, both the base game and the DLCs are whole games.
whole
They're
fucking
a whole
games.
and the DLC usually costs less, like $40.
I'm gonna close this out here, and just say that people need to wake the fuck up.
No, people don't need to wake the fuck up. Activision needs to stop being greedy assholes.
You know that's never gonna. Absolute power corrupts.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute power.
Exactly.
Absolute
Never
power.
gonna happen. It's
Absolute
never gonna
power.
happen. So what are we really arguing about at the end of the day? What are we really arguing about at the end of the day? The fact that a
Pe-
shitty company is making shitty choices. Oh my God, who could have seen that coming?
People not being aware of it, and people saying, "Oh man, this is a new feature." They're selling me the car, and then they're also gonna sell me the wheels too. That's lit. What? What the fuck? I get to drive my car? No fucking way, dude.
Oh my God. You're giving me the wheels? I gotta pay
how much?
$240 extra for my wheels.
How much is the car? And then there's a new premium addition to the new cars. Pay $20 a month, and your car starts, so you could drive it. Get the fuck out of here! That's wild.
But see, that's the thing, though.
It makes me just fucking sad. It makes me really fucking sad.
It doesn't make me sad. It makes me just not give a fuck. You know why? Because they make billions of dollars every year off of Call of Duty alone.
And pay people like shit.
No, that's not it. They make billions of dollars a year for Call of Duty. They could actually afford to release a Call of Duty game fully free to play if they really, really wanted to, but they're so greedy, they won't.
They won't.
That's why they gave us Warzone.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh yeah, here's a free to play battle royale. Here you go. You can play Call of Duty for free.
Free to play battle royale, and then they still sell you the fucking game. They still sell you the game.
They still advertise the game in blaring images on your fucking home screen. Like,
yo,
hey,
bro,
buy Black Ops 6.
Yo, I just thought about that.
I see. Hold up, hey player. I see it's taking a while for you to rank up. You know, if you bought multiplayer, it'd be a lot quicker.
Yo, you're buying Black Ops. You're buying Black Ops 6. You're buying Black Ops 6 and the $20 subscription audio to play multiplayer, which you can also play free on the Battle Royale side. And
well, no, you can't play multiplayer if you're free to play. Warzone.
No, you can play Warzone.
Yeah, you can only play Warzone.
You want to play Warzone. But they're selling you on the multiplayer,
of course.
They're playing you on
multiplayer
and story. Multiplayer and story. No.
Campaign, multiplayer, and zombies.
Campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. And the thing is, zombies will not be. It's going to be
zombies will get the most traction overall.
I want to fucking bang my head on the table right now because I'm so mad. Polo, close this out.
You know why?
Zombies
will get? Okay. Activision can eat up. Simple as that. If you pay the $20, you're feeding into the system.
Feeding into the bullshit, bro.
The system don't care about you.